Oh, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's the guy for trying to heal, back at it again with another video. Well, today I'm gonna be talking about the stupidest fucking fight I've probably been in a long time. Now, this happened about 2 years ago, I'd like to say, around 2019. Now, how do I start this? Okay, so me, my buddy Brandon, my buddy Evan, the guy who I ended up fighting in this video named Steven, and my buddy Brett, and my buddy at the time, Anthony, all go out to have a file. Alright? Now, we're having a file, getting drunk and shit. Now, this guy named Steven, who was my buddy at the time, not anymore, but at the time, he's out drinking with us. Now, he gets absolutely fucking hammered. I mean, wrecked. He ends up cutting his hand on, I think it was a branch. I'm not sure how he cut his hand, but he ends up cutting his hand. He ends up trying to shove his bloody hand in my face, acting like a fucking fool. I push him away from me. I'm like, yo, get the fuck away from me of your fucking blood, because, like, I know people who have diseases, and I don't fuck with that shit. Like, you got a cut hand, you try to shove it in my face, it's on. Don't fucking do that shit, you know what I mean? So, he ends up doing this. I back him off. We chill out from that point. We go back to my apartment, continuing drinking. Well, Steven ends up getting totally fucking, how do I say this? He gets totally fucking, how do I say this? He gets totally fucked, and he starts talking shit to me in my own home. Now, I'm like, yo, fuck off, man. Don't you talk shit to me in my own house. I have a little budgie, right? He's in his cage, and Steven takes both his hands and throws the fucking cage halfway across the room. I snap at this point. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? So I push the guy, and he fucking throws, I think it was a right hand, tries to throw it to my left. I fucking dodge it, and I fucking throw a left hand at him. Steven goes down, and he starts trying to fight me at this point. So I'm like, oh, it's on. I'll kick your ass, no problem. So I end up fucking punching him out pretty much. Have him on the ground. I'm punching the shit out of him. My buddy Brett gets me off of him. I'm like, okay, get the fuck out of my house at this point. So I throw Steven out my fucking house. 5 minutes later, he comes back, banging on my door, trying to go for round 2 of me. I'm like, yo, you fucking kidding me? So I'm in the hallway at this point. And my landlord at the time lived right across the hall from me. So, I'm at this point, like, for fuck's sakes, you know, my landlord's gonna wake up, fucking blah, blah, blah. I end up punching Steven out again, have him on the ground, giving him hammer fists right to the fucking face. He's on the ground. My buddy at the time, Anthony, picks up a fire extinguisher. And right as my landlord opens his door, and tries to get out in the hallway and asks what's going on out here, my buddy Anthony has the fire extinguisher, and he looks at me. He's like, and my landlord, and he's like, should I hit him with it? I immediately look at him. I'm like, no, I don't want a fucking dead body in my apartment building. So I end up throwing Steven out the back door, and there's a staircase out the back door. I end up trying to fucking throw him down the staircase, and as I do that, he grabs my buddy Brett, and he takes him down the staircase with him. So I'm like, for fuck's sakes. So I tell Brett, I'm like, get him the fuck out of here, I'm gonna fuck him up even more. So he gets him out of there, he comes back. We're fucking drinking, right? We're continuing drinking, trying to have the best of our fucking night. Then he comes back about 15 to 20 minutes later. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? So my buddy Brandon at this point is playing Apex Legends on my PS4, and Steven comes up the staircase. Now you can't get in; you can only go out at this point. Where the door is, it locks on the inside the second you close it. It's got no lever to open it. So he starts banging on my fucking window. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? So at this point, I've had enough. I've kicked his ass 2 fucking times already. I've had enough. I go in my room, I grab my fiddle bail mace. I come out, I flash it at him. I'm like, listen, man. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna fucking mace you. What's it gonna be? I put my mace on the table. Now, my buddy Brandon's playing Apex, and he fucking snaps because he just gets killed when this is all happening on the game. And he snaps. He's like, you motherfucker, you got me killed. Picks up the can of bail mace, opens the window, and he's like, that's it, motherfucker. And Steven's like, yeah, mace me, bitch. So Brandon's like, okay. Psst, fucking maces him. As he maces him, when you get maced, I don't know if any of you guys have been maced before, but when you get maced, it takes a second or two to kick in, to really set in, to start kicking in. I've maced myself before by accident, so I know how it feels. It takes around a second or two to kick in. So he's like, ha, missed, probably not realizing that the mace hasn't kicked in yet. So as he's saying this, with his mouth open, my buddy Brandon unleashes the whole can of bail mace on this guy, the entire fucking can. He's fucked at this point. He is gone. He is out for the night. Fucking done. About 2 to 3 months later, it's New Year's. Alright? I'm out chilling with my buddies. And my roommate gives me a call. He's like, yo, man, you gotta come home right now. I'm like, what's the problem? He's like, Steven just smashed our fucking window. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? I guess this guy wanted to have his petty revenge when I was out of my building and smashed my fucking window with a baseball bat. I'm like, you fucking kidding me? So I come home, my fucking window's smashed, and my fucking roommate's window is smashed. So my roommate calls the cops. Now, I'm not one to fucking talk to cops. I fucking hate cops. But my roommate calls the cops. And the cops look at me, and they thought I smashed the fucking window. And I look at the cops. The one cop saying this there was the cop and his partner. And I look at the cop saying this, and I look at him, I'm like, yo, quit it with all your Alex Jones conspiracy theories. I'm like, why the fuck would I smash my own window and have my roommate call you guys? Are you fucking joking me? And when I said this, the other cop started laughing his ass off. He actually couldn't control laughing, man. He's like, yo, you got a good point. Why the fuck would you smash your own window? So this was like the most stupidest fight I've ever been involved in, because it's something that didn't need to happen, you know what I mean? It's not some stranger talking shit or whatever. It was just a former friend of mine who got way too drunk and way too cocky for his own good and had to learn his lesson the hard way. Fucking be that as it may, fucking he learned his fucking lesson, you know? He got his fucking head smashed in twice and then maced. Fucking, but then he smashes my window like a little bitch when I wasn't even home. So it just goes to show you how much of a fucking pussy this guy is. But yeah, so this was the most pointless fucking fight I was ever involved in. Lesson learned, if you drink too much alcohol, you probably should just go home before you start shit, because you might get your head fucking smashed in. But anyways, I just thought I would share another story time with you guys. This is the guy 420. Have a nice day. Peace out.